Hey everyone! Okay, welcome to this quick video. Well, I always start with quick video, but it's not going to be a quick video. It's going to be a little lengthy, but we're going to be doing, I'm going to show you how to point your domain name to Mailerlite if you're using Mailerlite for sales pages. So ideal if you don't have a website. Actually, never mind. Even if you have a website, it would be ideal if you want to create your own sales pages. So let's say you have a web developer who maintains your website and you don't want to do a whole bunch of new stuff in as a website. On the website, you just want to use Mailerlite to create those drag and drop sales pages or opt-ins. You can use this, and what this is going to help you do, or rather what it's going to help Mailerlite do, is show your domain name as the originating domain name rather than its custom URL that's gibberish. Okay, I'll show you what I mean as we go through this. So I do have to let you know that if you are using this technique, you do need a Mailerlite Pro. So you do need to upgrade to the paid version of Mailerlite. I'm going to put a link in this description of this video. If you want to upgrade, you can use that link to upgrade. No, actually, if you want to create a Mailerlite account, you can use the link. If you already have a Mailerlite account, you just upgrade, okay? I think if it's a new account with this link that I share, you get a longer trial period because I'm an affiliate with Mailerlite. So let's get this party on the road. Okay, I'm going to show you my screen here. Okay, sorry, I'm a little animated today. I'm actually really tired. So I'm trying to keep myself, oh, what happened? I'm trying to keep myself a sort of, in mood so that I'm not falling asleep as I'm doing this. I've only slept for 4 hours actually. Okay, so this is the back end of Melanie's Google Domains, Google Domains website. Okay, so what that means is basically, you have to go, you can go into Google Domains and purchase your own domain name. So Melanie's is melaniemorrison.ca, mine is nilucamis.com, Carmen and Hazel's is healingheartcenter.ca. So you buy your own domain. It's around $17. The price is around $17 for Google Domains. I thought that was there. The price is $17 for most domains that are classified as like regular domains. Anything that's a premium domain is going to cost you a pretty penny. So those might be like, I don't know, sales.com or sellmyhouse.com or something like that. That is very easy to use, is a catchy phrase, or has a brand that's associated with that name. It's going to be higher in price. So just so you keep that in mind. I don't want you to think, oh, Nilu sent me to this website and the website I want is not $17. She said that it's going to be $17. I know none of you would say that, but I'm just doing my due diligence here, okay? Because I don't know who will watch this at some point. Okay, so when you log into your DNS backend or your DNS management system, if you bought yours from Godaddy, Godaddy's looks very, very similar, I'm going to say. The settings you're looking for the particular thing that we're doing right now is DNS. So if you don't have Google Domains and you're using a third-party domain and you don't see that button, go on to Google, type in how to get to DNS settings on ... whatever domain name service provider you're providing on Godaddy or on CheapNames servers, whatever. Just Google it, okay? It should show you exact steps on how to get there. Now, once you get there, then we are going to do what is called a pointing. So what we're doing is we are pointing this domain name to your Mailerlite. Now, you don't need to do this, but I'm going to say this anyways. For purposes of making sure that at some point, I'm going to assume if you have a domain name, that that domain name has a business website built on it, or you're planning to build a business website on it. Now, if you can afford to buy a second domain name just to point to your Mailerlite, go for it. Okay, if you can afford to pay the $17 a year, just to have that domain pointed to Mailerlite, do it that way. If you're on a budget and if you don't want to pay an extra $17 a year, then this is what you do. You create what we called a subdomain in the directory. So that might look like, let me see here. I'm gonna have to type on this, but this is not where you want to type it. Okay, guys, I'm just using this as an example. Why can't I? Okay, so like something like a subdomain directory would be something like this. So let's say we have an offer called, I don't know, like freebie. Let's say it's a freebie. So you can have a domain called freebie.melaniemorrison.com or .ca. So that would be a subdomain. Basically, you're creating another branch of that website to host all of the stuff that is pointed towards, you named it, Mailerlite. Okay, so how we're gonna do that, we're actually not gonna do it in here. Okay, I'm going to just bring up my little instruction sheet so I don't skip any of the steps. So the first thing you want to do is actually not here. You want to, where is it? So this is your dashboard when you log into Mailerlite. You're going to go into you're going to click on your name or profile picture up here, and then from the drop-down menu, you're going to click on domains. Okay, this is where all of your domain settings is going to be set. Now Melanie does have one already verified. We're not going to touch that. We are going to add sites. Okay, this is where we're going to add the site. I do not want you guys to add it over here. One thing to note, if you have not upgraded to the paid account, it's going to tell you to upgrade here, and it's going to have like a gray bar here that says if you haven't upgraded, then you can't use this feature. So you do have to upgrade it before this is going to be available to you. Okay, so you're going to say add domain under sites, and then we're going to pick a name that's going to go in front of the melaniemorrison.ca. So give me 2 seconds to grab that. We're going to call this, I'm going to call it 3-point beauty. Okay, 3-point beauty dot Melanie Morrison dot ca. So it's 3-point beauty. I hope I spelled that right. MelanieMorrison.ca. Is there an existing website under this domain? So we're just going to say no, actually, because this is a subdomain. This is not a website. Oh man, it went away. Okay, so 3-point beauty.melaniemorrison.ca. Okay, so we're not going to say yes to this. We're going to leave it at no, because the website, if we are going to create one, is going to be just on melaniemorrison.ca, which that's not the question here. Okay, so we're going to say continue. Okay, then we are going to get these two CNAME things, right? So here we're going to say under create a CNAME record, you're going to find two names, their name and value, right? If you're adding a root domain, you can type in your domain in the first step, which is basically over here. Okay, add the values in the fields. Okay, so basically, sorry guys, I'm following my own instructions as we go. Okay, because I don't do this very often. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to copy this stuff into your DNS settings inside of, you called it Google Domains. Okay, so there we go. So this is your Google Domains website, at least in in Melanie's case, if yours is GoDaddy, go find how to get to the DNS tab. There should be a button that says DNS. And then we are going to scroll down. Okay. Then we're going to see your DNS resources, custom records. So we're going to add a custom record. Okay. Then we are going to say host name. And then we're going to need the value, which is under data. Okay. So we're going to copy this. And then this one, we're going to change to A. Okay, so the type should be A. Alrighty. And then we're going to copy the name and the value. So let me bring that window up again. So we're going to copy this. Okay, so the name is going to be this. All right. Actually, only this. Sorry. So you don't need to put melaniemorrison.ca again because that's already done. Okay. And then over here, I think that's already done. The domain, subdomain, or host default. Oh. No, I think that's good. Yeah. Okay. And then the data, which is the value. Sorry. That should be landing.subscribepage.com. So this is what you're going to copy in there. And then this is A. This is you're going to leave at 3600 or whatever is there on your domain settings. Don't need to change that. I think by default it's always 3600, and then you're going to save. Invalid IP4 address. Okay. Let's take a look at this for a second. Okay, so I made a mistake. Actually, this here, the A here, actually should be on CName. Okay, so CName, not A. I just want to take this piece out now. So it's 3pointbeauty.melaniemorrison.ca CName, and then this is where you're going to copy the other thing here under the name, and then the landing page value. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, because the A type is actually going to ask for IP address, which is what I made the mistake on. Okay, so this is save. I'm going to just wait a second for that to save. Okay, now it's saved. So usually it can take a couple of hours for this to update, but sometimes it's instant. So let's see what comes up over here. I'm going to open the other one, Mailerlite. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say check DNS status. I'm going to wait for a second, and there you go. So the 3pointbeauty.melaniemorrison.ca is connected to Mailerlite. So now it's saying to you that it's connected and it's active. All right, so here it is. Now it says here that it's enabling SSL. I'm going to give you a quick tip on that. So quick tip on that one, if you are not seeing this status as enabled, okay, the SSL, that means it's still checking it, okay? So if you already have a website on that domain name and you have what is called a triple or quadruple or 4 A's, quadruple, 4A listing. So remember we went into that. You don't have to know what this is. I'm just kind of showing you for your reference. Darn it. So here, if you have a record called AAAA, right? So if I go into manage custom records, if I create a new one, Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't. Okay. So if I go into this one here, if you have a for a record, then that means, and it's pointing to something over here, it's showing some kind of value, that means the SSL might not be effective. Okay. So that's why, that's one of the reasons that we don't use a domain name if there's a website already on there. Okay. So yeah, I'm just deleting that one. One thing that I am going to check is if this account offers SSL protection, if it's enabled. Let's see. So set up Google search reporting, list your business on Google, reach new customers, add someone to your Google wildcard space, use custom name server for your domain, add a record point. So this is kind of what we were doing. Yeah, it doesn't tell me if it is enabled. Oh, here we go. Auto renew domain lock, transfer out, delete domain. Nope, it doesn't say if it's enabled. Resource records, then stack name servers, show advanced dynamic DNS. I think with Google Domains you get SSL Trust certification for free. Maybe under security. Yeah, here we go. SSL TLS certification for a domain using HTTPS helps protect your user's privacy. So it is enabled for this domain. Okay, so it's under security. So at some point, oops, not here. At some point, this here is going to need to turn into enable status. So give it a couple of hours, up to about 24 hours, and then come back and check, make sure that that is enabled. Okay, if this particular thing has any issues, I will document that and I will update you guys with another video. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope this is a breeze for you guys. If you get stuck, message me. Okay, bye-bye.